Interesting things are happening in the state of Arizona, where a new audio has revealed Republican Party state chair in Arizona, Jeff DeWitt, of allegedly offering Kari Lake a bribe to stay out of politics for a couple years. Now, the authenticity of this tape, according to The Hill as of this recording, had not yet been determined. But Kari Lake is on the tape, and Kari Lake is now calling for this guy to resign. So I'm willing to bet this audio is in fact authentic. So we will treat it as such until proven otherwise. So what was said on the tape? Here it is. Jeff DeWitt said, "There are very powerful people who want to keep you out. Just say, is there a number at which..." And then Kari Lake interrupted and said, "I can be bought? That's what it's about?" And DeWitt continued, "You can take a pause for a couple years. You can go right back to what you're doing." So, Kari, don't run for Senate. Would you like some money? I mean, can I give you some cash here? And then just go away for a while. Now, there's a couple things to unpack. Obviously, nobody wants Kari Lake to run for Senate in Arizona. That is kind of a guarantee that you're going to hand it to the Democrat because he is polling well ahead, Ruben Gallego, of Kari Lake. Even, by the way, if Kyrsten Sinema runs as an independent, Gallego is still winning. So you take Sinema out of it, Gallego wins in a landslide. Kari Lake is toxic. She has embarrassed Arizona for almost 2 years now, and they don't want her involved. And that's fair enough, right? Now, the other side of that is obviously the bribery. That's like, what money were you going to pay her with, Jeff? How were you going to pay her? Were you going to use state Republican Party funds to just write a check to Kari Lake for miscellaneous to get her to go away? Because if you were to do that, that's not your money. And I'm pretty sure that could be, depending on how state law works with your, Republican Party and all that, possibly illegal. Probably illegal. But if you were offering to just pay her out of your own personal pocket to not run for Senate, that's not illegal. So there's a fine line there. Obviously, no check was written. So I don't know that this does cross the line into even an investigatable offense. So, it is what it is if this audio is in fact authentic. Now, as I said, Kari Lake is calling for Mr. DeWitt to resign immediately. And it's also worth pointing out that Mr. DeWitt has only been on the job for 1 year. He was elected last January 2023. And he's probably going to get removed from the post. If he refuses to step down, I have to imagine the Republican Party is going to force him out, which, for the record, is only going to create more problems for the Republican Party in the state of Arizona. Kind of like our guy Ziegler down here in Florida, who's under investigation for assaulting a woman. He's been forced out of his position. So that never looks good for the party. And of course, the opposing party can in fact make that a campaign issue. So if Kari Lake is running for Senate, there's going to be the Democrats, I have to imagine, using this audio in campaign ads against her, saying she's so bad they tried to bribe her to not run. Maybe it gets her sympathy. I don't know. But I do know that the Republican Party of the state of Arizona is in absolute complete shambles and has been for several years, ever since the Cyber Ninjas bullcrap. So it's not getting better. If anything, the Republican Party in Arizona has gotten even more corrupt. I didn't even know that was possible. Ring of Fire is just a few subscribers short of hitting that 1 million subscriber milestone. So if you're not already subscribed, please go ahead and do so and stay up to date with all of the latest from Ring of Fire.